So this PowerPoint is about a low sodium diet. Sodium is a mineral that is important for maintaining normal fluid balance in the body. It is found naturally in foods and is also added to certain foods. The daily recommendation of sodium is 2,300 milligrams per day. However, some patients may be advised to eat lower amounts. So this is for sodium guidelines. Sodium is a mineral found naturally in foods and also added to foods. Sodium plays an important role in maintaining normal fluid balance in the body. A low sodium diet is important to follow in order to control your heart failure symptoms and prevent future heart problems. Limiting your sodium and fluid intake will help prevent and control the amount of fluid around your heart, lungs, or in your legs. When you carry extra fluid, it makes your heart work harder and may increase your blood pressure. A low sodium diet means more than eliminating the salt shaker from the table. 1 teaspoon of table salt equals 2,300 milligrams of sodium. Health benefits of reducing salt consumption. Low sodium diets are commonly prescribed for a variety of conditions, because research suggests that restricting sodium intake may help prevent and manage certain medical conditions. These guidelines are even stricter for people following a cardiac diet or anyone with high blood pressure, with experts recommending they may need less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. This would be considered a low sodium diet. Patients with heart failure or high blood pressure often benefit from lower intakes because sodium can cause water retention, worsening symptoms of hypertension, edema, and fluid buildup. Studies suggest that patients with chronic kidney disease also benefit from a low sodium protocol, as excessive dietary sodium interferes with kidney function and affects fluid volume. Proteinuria, and immunosuppressant therapy. Sodium may also affect the development of osteoporosis, as increased dietary sodium can lead to calcium deficiency. Although we can combat this by eating more potassium-rich foods, a low-sodium protocol is a more suitable option to protect us from bone loss. So here are some general guidelines. Eliminate the salt shaker. Avoid using garlic salt, onion salt, MSG, meat tenderizers, broth mixes, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, barbecue sauce, sauerkraut, olives, pickles, pickle relish, bacon bits, and croutons. Avoid most fast food and processed foods. Check the company's website for the nutritional information, or read the package label for the sodium content. Use fresh ingredients and/or foods with no added salt. For favorite recipes, you may need to use other ingredients and delete the salt added. Salt can be removed from any recipe except for those containing yeast. Try orange, lemon, lime, pineapple juice, or vinegar as a base for meat marinades to add a tart flavor. Avoid convenience foods such as canned soups and entrees, vegetables, pasta, and rice mixes, frozen dinners, instant cereals and puddings, and gravy sauce mixes. Select frozen meals that contain around 600 milligrams of sodium or less. Use fresh, frozen, no salt added canned vegetables, low sodium soups, and low sodium lunch meats. Look for seasoning or spice blends with no salt, or try fresh herbs, onions, or garlics. Do not use salt substitutes unless you check with your doctor or dietitian first, due to potential drug or nutrient interactions. Be aware and try to limit the salty six, which include bread, rolls, bagels, flour tortillas, and wraps, cold cuts and cured meats, pizza, poultry, soup, and sandwiches. Now poultry, it says here, for much poultry and other meats are injected with sodium. Check the nutrition label facts for sodium content or read the package for a description of a sodium. For example, fresh chicken is a 15% solution. So learn to read food labels. Use the label information on food packages to help you make the best low sodium selections. Food labels are standardized by the U.S. government's National Labeling and Education Act. Nutrition labels and an ingredient list are required on most foods, so you can make the best selection for a healthy lifestyle. Review the food label below or next to us right here. Determine the amount of sodium in this product, or ask your dietitian or healthcare provider to show you how to read food labels and apply the information to your personal needs. So this shows it here. The serving size represents how much the typical amount needs to be eaten in a day. The sodium content is listed in the food label right here. That's per serving size. Ignore the percent daily value and focus on the amount of a milligram sodium per serving. Remember, if you eat more than one serving, you will get more sodium than the amount listed. So low sodium, you want things that are 140 milligrams or less per serving. If it says no sodium, then it's less than 5, so this is actually quite high. I've been having trouble with this one myself, but reading the labels has definitely been a big help. So next we have a shopping guide. I'm going to go over all the different foods and things that you can have plenty of and things you can avoid. Vegetables and fruits. Buy plenty of vegetables and fruits, like any fresh fruits like apples, oranges, or bananas, any fresh vegetables like spinach, carrots, or broccoli. Fresh vegetables without added butter, frozen vegetables without any added butter or sauce. Canned vegetables that are low in sodium or have no sodium added. You can rinse them off to remove some of the sodium. Low sodium vegetable juices, frozen, canned, or dried fruits with no added sugars. Whole grains. Compare labels to find products with less sodium. Look for foods with 5% daily value or less for sodium. A daily value of 20% or more is high. Here are some good options to try. Whole grains like brown or wild rice, quinoa or barley, whole wheat or whole grain pasta, and couscous. Just don't add salt to the water when you cook it. Whole grain hot or cold breakfast cereals with no added sugars, like oatmeal or shredded wheat. Unsalted popcorn or low sodium chips and pretzels. Whole grain breads, bagels, English muffins, tortillas, and crackers. And then we move on to proteins. Choose fresh or frozen seafood, poultry, and meats instead of processed options. Some meat, poultry, and seafood has added sodium. If the package has a nutrition facts label, look for 5% daily value or less. So choose fresh or frozen fish or shellfish, chicken or turkey breast without skin, lean cuts of beef or pork, unsalted nuts and seeds, dried beans, peas, and lentils, like black beans and gazebo beans or chickpeas. Canned beans labeled no salt added or low sodium. Rinse them off to remove some of the sodium. And eggs. Dairy. Choose fat-free or low-fat dairy products. Lactose-free dairy products are fortified, so fat-free or low-fat milk. Fat-free or low-fat yogurt. Low sodium or reduced sodium cheese. And soy milk or soy yogurt with added calcium, vitamin A, and vitamin D. And last, we have dressing, oils, and condiments. When you cook, use ingredients that are low in sodium. Unsalted margarine in breads. Vegetable oils. Low sodium salad dressing. Low sodium or no salt added ketchup. Low sodium salsa or picante sauce. Seasonings. Try these: so herbs and spices, chopped vegetables like garlic, onion, peppers, lemon or lime juice, and ginger.